What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal Devastation! Burn!
Shield and
Now I can let
Flaming
loose.
meteor! Denied!
Double Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike! Burning
Double Demon Fang!
I'll smash you!
Flaming
His
meteor!
head is its weak point? We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Double Demon!
Crescent move!
Eternal Devastation! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Reload!
Double Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Flaming meteor!
Double Demon Fang!
Sleep now.
You're mine!
Hear my
You're
call!
finished!
Hurricane strike!
Crush!
Can't this way! Up and at 'em, let's
Double
go!
Demon Fang!
Tunnel!
You're mine!
Lightning
You're
condensed!
finished!
Thunder blade!
You're mine!
Hurricane
Double Demon Fang!
On guard! One more!
Double Demon Fang!
Can't this way!
Take this!
Shot! I'm ready!
Double Demon Fang! Enough done!
Take this!
Flaming meteor!
Eternal Devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
If it's in this one,
It's mine!
Damn!
You're off! Aw, too
Take
shy
this!
to come over! Here,
Hold
let me
on.
help!
Sword Rain Alpha!
On guard!
Feel annihilation! I'll be saving
Here,
you!
discard!
Lightning
Sword Rain
condensed!
Alpha!
Where are you going?
Thunder blade! I can do this
This
all
one's
day.
mine!
Searing flame! Reload! Not in your dreams!
Damn it!
Out of it! Back into the
Tiger
fray.
blade!
This world!
Hurricane
Searing flame!
Armor won't save you!
Going in!
Tunnel!
Will this help?
Take this!
Photon!
Going
You're
in!
finished!
Illuminate the circle! Come forth!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Holy Land!
Take this!
Lunar blast!
I'm not done! Burn!
Glacial fire!
Annihilation!
Tiger blade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane force! Raging
On guard!
storm!
I'm going to
No
need to use
further.
all the power of my
I'm not
healing
done!
arts to
On
accomplish
guard!
this.
It's over!
Going in!
Lightning
Take this.
storm! Illuminate
You're
raging
finished.
cascade!
Thunder touch! Let's keep
Take
up
this.
the it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You're mine!
Hurricane
Start
strike!
up.
Going in!
We master
Here
energy!
Here I come!
Annihilation!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Into the wind!
Time to
Air
shine!
thrust! Photon!
This one's
Sword Rain Alpha!
Thunder blade! Illuminate the dark!
this.
Mega Holy
You're
Quiver!
finished!
Holy Land! Mega
What's
Ray!
up?
Arc requires complete focus!
No more playing nice!
Take this!
This one's mine!
They're not playing
Sword Rain
around!
Alpha!
Inferno Prophet!
This one's mine.
Going in!
Take this!
How about this?
You're finished!
I'm only getting started.
Going in!
Sleep
Sword
now.
Rain Alpha! Not today!
Mega Ray! Hurricane!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Look
Mega
sharp!
Ray!
Take
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Shining!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane strike! This one's
You paid for that!
no
Sword
pushing!
Rain Alpha! No!
Resurrection!
Can't end here!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
I owe you one.
Lightning! Downfall!
That move.
Guardian field!
Here comes the big one!
Resuscitation!
Here, let me help.
Going in!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! You're finished!
More!
Smash you!
Mega Ray!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Take this!
No! Can't end
Guard
here!
down! Don't give up!
In here! Burning strike! I'm ready! Air thrust! Now for something I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Not in your dreams! Resuscitation! Lightning condensed! Thunder blade!
Not done
Illuminate
yet.
the dark! Come forth! Healing River! Holy Land!
Their arcs were interrupted!
Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention
Sword
it.
Rain
I'm
Alpha!
glad to know someone's got my back.
Inferno Prophet!
You're finished!
This one's mine!
Come forth! Holy Quiver!
one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Going in. Take this.
You're mine!
How about this?
Soda!
Flame of fury!
Take this!
Going in.
There you go!
Now
Don't
you
let
see
up!
what I can do!
Here's a dance in the wind!
Sleep now.
Arc sealed! Annihilation!
Time to shine. Mega ray.
Alright! It's showtime! Annihilation! First aid! I'm ready!
So now you're getting serious?
Shoreline Alpha!
Abroad. Leave orders to me. Where are you going? Hurricane strike.
I'm almost impressed.
Denied.
Praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Into the shadow!
Hurricane strike.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy... Glimmer! Holy lamp!
Switch on.
Flame of fury!
Prepare to be sealed!
Radiant dark!
I can carve through armor! No further!
I'm ready to go.
Here I go! In here!
Soda! You're mine!
Ready!
Soda!
Tiger blade.
It's gonna attack!
Right! Watch out! Illuminate the dark! Holy glimmer! Holy
Meteor. Inferno crossing.
You're mine!
Mega ray! Not in your dreams!
Soda!
Mega ray! I'm ready!
What the hell is going on?
Fall back, Alpha. We'll take point here.
Thanks. How do you impose on me like this?
This one's mine.
Lightning condemned!
Hurricane
One more time!
This one's all mine!
Take this.
This one's mine.
Hurricane
Holy lamp!
This one's mine.
I'll heal you all!
Take this!
Hurricane
Stay away from my friend!
This one's mine. All right.
Lightning! Down below!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Flaming meteor.
Here's a healing arc!
Soda!
This
But
one's
you
mine.
burn!
Denied.
Armor won't save you! Take this!
Rage
Soda!
Going in.
Here's evil!
This one's mine.
Freeze Lazarus!
Switch to hurricane strike.
Holy lamp!
You're mine!
My head's spinning just
Shoreline
right.
Alpha!
Hurricane strike. Inferno crossing.
Here I come!
Tiger blade.
Glimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more! The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests. What do you mean? You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can... think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us.
I've got a really bad feeling about... This one's mine!
Here I come!
Annihilation! Go in! This is gonna need all of us together!
Okay, here I am, lay inside me!
There you go! Don't let that
Eat dirt! Sword Rain Alpha!
Anything warmer is all mine. That'll bring you down. My head's winning. Just watch this.
It's over!
This I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine.
Raging
I owe you one for that.
Dance in the wind! In here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
How about this?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Flaming meteor! Inferno crossing! I'm gone!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning condemned!
Flame inside me!
Illuminate the dark!
So tired. All that running around is catching up with you. No, I don't think that's it.
Not today!
This one's mine.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Illuminate the dark!
Far enough.
Holy glimmer!
Here, let me go.
It's over! I owe you one! Here I come! Take this! It's pinned down!
Tiger blade.
Treasure room! Annihilation orb!
Inferno crossing.
Shattering the
Pieces.
In here! Here goes!
I'm hurt bad.
Not on my watch!
It's over!
All right, let me at him.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging storm!
Where are you going?
I'm not done!
I'll
Try
stop its
harder.
charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
Illuminate the
Sword Rain
wind!
Alpha!
Lunar blast! I'm on board! Let's have annihilation!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Illuminate the dark!
This one's mine. Ready to go.
Eat dirt!
Inferno crossing. I'll take you all on. Flares of Malisa!
Will this help?
Look sharp!
Shining! I can't hold on much longer!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop me dying?
Right.
More for the grounded power! Here's the evil!
Let me see what I can do! Take
Lancer!
this!
Denied! Outstanding form!
Feel!
To pull myself together.
Thanks.
Glacial
Fire!
fire!
Here's the
Here's
evil!
over! Here! Let me
Freeze!
help!
It's showtime! Dance in the wind! Air
On
thrust!
guard!
Hold on to your heart! Here I come! Hurricane Thrust!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning condemned! Searing
Here I come!
One more time!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in.
The flame inside
Here I
is
go.
yours to be let free!
Hurricane Sky is
Demon
mine.
Fang!
Do it!
No! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renis Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renis Alma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrect 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
We're in for a long slog with this one. You want me? Come get me.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Shattering to pieces! They look cute and stuff, but they're
Demon
vicious!
Fang! It's over! Sword Rain...
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
You're mine! No escape! Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Flame!
On guard.
Wind
Double
after
Demon Fang!
energy! Where are you going? My action to the wind!
I'm not done! This one's all mine! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Reinforcements incoming. Not a problem.
This one's mine!
Here I come!
We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
you going? On guard.
Here's Searing Flame! Up and out! Let's go!
Look sharp.
Sword Rain
This
Alpha!
one.
More
Make it
skill!
rain.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
More
My
incoming!
turn! Take this!
Mega Ray!
It's over!
Look sharp.
Illuminate the
come.
dark! Come on! Holy Glitter! Here! Holy
Sword
Light!
Rain Alpha!
On guard.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane!
Not today!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Alpha!
Lightning Meteor! I'll fix you up!
You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it rain.
Just wait! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Take this!
Not right along.
No further! Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in.
I can carve through armor!
Thunder Field!
Ready to go.
Evil! Whoa! Hey, wait is right!
On guard.
The
Far
flame
enough.
inside me! You're...
Now! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Radiant Light! Here!
You're finished!
Hurricane Strike!
It's
Make it
over!
rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There!
Now! Take this!
Again.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Downfall! Now! Brickrow! Frozen!
Hammer.
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
I can't lay a finger on you!
I prefer it that
Sword
way.
Rain Alpha!
What about you?
Just watch and see! You're finished! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Illuminate the dark!
Take this!
I'm only
It's
doing
over!
our part.
Lunar
Holy
Rondo!
Land!
Stardust!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Here I come!
Stardust!
Here! I never miss!
Hurricane
Anything in armor is all mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Leave the charge to me!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Here's Evo!
Take this! Huh? Here I come! You're finished!
Look sharp!
Sword Rain
Lightning
Alpha!
orb!
Illuminate the dark!
Look sharp!
Radiant Glimmer! Holy Land! Here's a healing
Here
arm!
I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane
Burn in hell!
This one's
Sword Rain
mine!
Alpha!
I never miss! This one's mine!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I'll fix you up!
My turn! You're mine! You're finished!
Raging Cascade!
Hurricane strike!
Recover!
Drill! Make it rain!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane
I'm not done!
Look sharp! One more!
I'm not done!
Ringlow!
Frozen!
Hammer!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Going in! Snap it
You're
in!
mine! It's over!
Air thrust!
Inferno
Raging Cascade!
You're mine!
Here's Evo!
You're finished!
I'll be
Powered up!
saving this one! Freeze Lancer!
Hurricane
You're mine!
Here goes!
This one's all mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane strike! With the mark! Look sharp!
Light now!
Sword Rain Alpha!
All yours, Kisara.
Dance in the wind!
This one's mine!
Sleep now!
No escape!
This one's
Here I
mine!
go! Light
Make it
Astrolabe!
rain!
Here I come!
This one's mine!
Thunderblade! I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Wow! You've got to be lucky to find this stuff!
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the...
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
This one's tough!
Hurricane Strike!
You're mine!
Look sharp!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Strike! Look sharp!
Flying reserve!
You're finished! Going in! This one's mine! Aim for the weak point! Tiger Blade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane, here I go!
Amazing.
This one's
Demon
mine!
Blade!
Take this!
Raging
I'm gone!
Cascade!
Hurricane Strike!
You picked the wrong fight!
Shield!
Look sharp!
I'll be saving this
I
one!
can carve through water!
Nothing gets by me!
Take this!
Magic
Going
is
in.
the shadows!
Take this!
Seal!
Ruin's gate!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Glacial fire!
Take it! Try harder!
Thunder Field!
Not to pieces!
You're mine!
Flaming meteor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here are Inferno Crossing!
Let's keep up the pressure! On
Double
guard!
Demon Fang!
Raging Storm!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Annihilation!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Boom!
Burning!
On guard!
The enemy revealed dark too.
We'll soon see about that!
Stardust!
Steel Force!
Eat dirt!
Raging Hurricane Foot!
This one's mine!
Lunar Rondo!
I'll be saving this one! Hurricane Foot!
On guard!
Here's the evil! Alright! It's showtime!
Going in!
Tunnel!
Double
Light
Demon
Astral
Fang!
Lightning Condemned!
My head's spinning just watching!
Sword Rain Alpha!
One more!
Mega Ray!
That'll bring you down! Hurricane Foot! On guard!
There! One more!
Look sharp!
Lightning Orb!
Going in! I'm going to need to use all the power of
Try
my
harder.
healing light to accomplish this! On
Air
guard!
Thrust!
Look
What I
sharp!
do without you?
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil! Dark!
Hurricane Blazer! Going in!
Sword Rain Alpha! It's on!
Switch to offense!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Stardust!
Light Astral! Illuminate the dark! Hug Force! Holy
You picked the
Glimmer!
wrong fight!
Out of ammo!
Stardust!
Holy Lance!
You made me angry! That was a
finished.
bad idea!
Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine!
Radiant
Power up!
Not on my watch!
Double
Flame!
Won't sit!
Reload!
Double Demon Fang!
Light Astral!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Hurricane Strike!
Sword Rain
It
Alpha!
looks like you've got this one covered!
One more!
You're mine! I could do without this pain!
Wind
This
Astral!
one's
This
all
one's
mine!
mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat dirt!
I'm only getting raging
Sword Rain
storm!
Alpha!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Take this!
This
Sword Rain
one's
Alpha!
mine!
Ruin's gate!
One's mine! One
Sword
more!
Rain Alpha!
Here! This one's mine!
Out of ammo! One!
Glacial! I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
Illuminate
And miss all the fun. No
Sword Rain
way.
Alpha! Now! While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With this, I can become even stronger!
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Flaming me!
Here I come!
Careful! Watch the better camouflage!
Attack time!
Let's cut our losses. We're in for a long slog with this one.
I can't hold on much longer!
Zara,
Shield! Here, let me help!
Going in.
Today!
let's cut our losses.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
I can't hold on much longer!
Sword Rain Alpha! The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's
Double
mine!
Demon Fang!
Hear me! Flame of
Double
Fury!
Demon Fang!
Strike!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Illuminate the dark!
Sword Rain
Hold
Alpha!
it together!
This
Double
one's
Demon
mine!
Fang! Take this!
Inferno!
I'll smash you!
Do it! Go in! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done!
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Water!
This
Here's
one's
the
mine!
Kitara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! I need to be stronger.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
And more of this and I'll burn out. It can hide itself? Amazing!
Some fights are better left unfought.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's Great Spirit?
Most likely, but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Down! You're all!
Water!
Sword Rain Alpha! Go! I'll take the brunt of its hits.
Here I come!
Their hearts are interrupted.
Go for the weak point!
You're mine!
Sword Rain Mind if I do?
Will this help Hurricane far enough?
Lightning
I
condemned!
never miss! Hurricane
Gunfire required complete
Look sharp! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara!
Not today!
Take this!
Okay, here I go! Double Demon!
Shine!
Armor won't save you! This one's mine!
Resurrection! Lightning Orb! Lightning condemned!
Glacial Spear!
Hold
Here's
nothing
evil!
back! Double Demon Fang!
Freeze
Eternal
Lancer!
Devastation! Crush!
Igneous Discharge!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Ground and pound!
Steer again in the wind!
Going in!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Ha! No escape! Here I come!
Lightning condemned! Lunar corruption!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
Time to die!
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat dirt!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain
My
Alpha!
arts confused! Look sharp!
Oh, Violet Fighting Moon!
Far enough!
It looks like you
In a
got this one
bind?
covered.
In here!
Eternal
Hard
Devastation!
field! I'll be saving this
I'm
thing!
too shy to come
Double
over!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help!
Carve through armor!
Alright!
Look sharp!
That's it! Shining Supernova!
I owe you one.
In here! This one's mine!
On guard! That's it!
Get on in there with the others!
Burn!
Here's a healing arm!
Sword Rain Alpha!
First aid!
It's over!
On guard!
That's your feeling!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
Good.
Illuminate the stage! Come forth, holy glimmer!
Tiger Blade!
Bring you back from death.
Inferno Crossing!
I'll bring you back from death.
Crescent Moon!
Hit!
Tiger Blade! Inferno Crossing!
Not done yet!
I'm ready!
In here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane denied!
It's go time!
Why'd you do it? To stop you dying?
This one's mine!
My astral energy!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here, let me help!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I don't have much left!
Radiant
Double Demon Fang!
Oh, I'm out of ammo! Carve down through all!
It's on!
Hurricane foot!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Fantastic! Sword Rain Alpha!
My clothes are ruined!
Holy Lance! Here
Try harder!
It's
Good time to
You're
stop!
mine! Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang!
Here's evil!
Sword Rain Alpha! Burn in hell!
Freeze Blade!
Good shot!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning condensed!
Where are you going? Going in!
Thunder Blade! Illuminate the
Hurricane
stage!
foot!
Come forth!
Outstanding form!
Holy
You're
Lance!
mine!
Anything in armor is all mine! Far enough!
It's
I
on!
don't even know the word defeat.
I'm nearly done for.
My astral energy!
Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong fight! Stay away from my friend!
Illuminate
Sword Rain! Is this it?
You wanna play? Then come at me! The polar light! Make it...
Kitara, frozen!
Hammer! Going in!
Thunder
Now
Field!
to pieces!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now. Let's get
Light
you
up
up
the
the
door!
way.
I'm ready to go!
Photon blast! More with that kick drum!
Switch to offense! This
My
one's
astral
mine!
energy!
Not done yet!
Inferno Crossing!
That did it!
Oh, violent darting wind!
Guardian Field! Ready to go!
I'll be saving this one!
Look
Take
sharp!
this!
Lightning condensed! Thunder
Sword Rain Alpha!
Blaze on fire!
You're mine!
Tiger
Don't
Blade!
mind if I do!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Armor won't save you!
Photon blast! Raging cascade!
Now to pieces!
Take this!
Piercing roar!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Guardian Field!
It's on!
Just baby!
Burn in hell!
Raging cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Sealed!
Take this!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Here!
Let's keep up the pressure! Flaming meteor! Inferno
Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in! Hurricane Tornado!
Raging cascade!
Double Demon Fang!
Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
Look
Show me
sharp!
what my art can do! Raging storm!
This one's mine! Now to
Sword Rain
pieces!
Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm going to need to use all... If it's in the sky, it's
You're
mine!
mine!
Glacial Fire!
You're
Illuminate the
Tiger
top!
Blade!
Come forth!
Sword
Holy
Rain
Glimmer!
Alpha! Take
Holy
this!
Moon! I never miss!
The flame inside me!
Tiger
You're
Blade!
Corruption!
Hurricane Strike!
Art expert
On
coming
guard!
through!
Sword Rain
Dance
Alpha!
below here!
You're okay!
Hurricane Field!
Flame of fury!
Try harder! Here I come!
Hurricane
Sword Rain Alpha!
On guard!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's the
Sword
evil!
Rain Alpha!
Ready!
Freeze
On guard!
Not today!
I'm going to
Take
use
this!
all the power of my healing
No
word.
escape!
Bananas, let's go!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Not on my watch!
Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you all!
I could do without this pain!
Healing
Sword Rain
circle.
Alpha!
What would I do
Shield
now?
and face!
Here's another
This one's
corruption.
mine!
Illuminate
Take
the
that
dark.
into the
Come
fray!
on,
I can carve
Holy
through
Glimmer,
armor.
Mega Ray.
In a vine?
This one's mine!
Radiant light.
Going in! Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Raging Storm! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Watch it out! Annihilation! Hear me!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Strike!
Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha!
Holy
Give me
Rain!
a kiss! The hot blade! Perfect move!
Try harder!
I'll heal you all! Wind Astral Energy!
You're on!
Healing Circle!
I'm not
Here
done!
goes!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I owe you, Theon.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
My head's spinning just watching!
Sword Rain Alpha! Burn it out! Here I come! Crush! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning Condemned! Thunderbolt! One more time!
Great
Holy
Hurricane
Rain!
will save you!
Thanks!
In a bind?
Hurricane strike! Going in!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Out of ammo!
Look sharp!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Annihilation!
Look sharp!
Downfall! I'll heal you all!
Going in!
Try harder!
Healing Illuminator!
Shield and face!
Holy Land!
Leave it charges to me! It's weakened!
This ends now! Start up!
Back
Eat
into the
dirt!
fray!
Card down! Annihilate!
It's over!
Annihilation!
Start up! Luna Rondo!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Going in! It's over!
It's showtime!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Ready and rare! Out of ammo! Back into the fray!
Raging Storm!
Annihilation! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malisa!
Raging Storm!
All right, let me out!
Razor Cyclone!
This one's
I'm
mine!
all stocked up!
Do it!
Can't move!
Come on!
Theon! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I feel sprightlier than before.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Dance in the wind! Seal! The wise warrior knows when to call it quits.
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Annihilation! Hear me!
Here I come!
This water
Sword
mine.
Rain Alpha! I'm not done!
Red! Concentrate!
Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Oh, too shy to come over. Do it here.
Kitara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
Double Demon Fang!
Water.
Sword Rain
Here I
Alpha!
go.
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
My astral energy! Now!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact block.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Look sharp.
Take
I
this.
got it!
Strike!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
A dead end, huh?
Why don't we just use this?
Wait!
Jeez! Don't scare me like that! What, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's not that. It's just, this is it. Whatever it is, we're about to find out.
It's the moment of truth. There's no turning back now till we've won. Either we get through this, or we vanish along with the rest of the world as we know it. Is everyone ready?
We've come this far. I'm not about to turn tail now. I say we knock this thing out and head back home.
It's time to relegate the past to where it belongs. It's been a long journey getting here, but it ends now.
No, this isn't the end. Once we've overthrown the old order, there's still the task of creating a new world.
A world without divisions, where no one cares whether you're Danon or Renan, or if you have magic or not. You're right. We have to win this.
Let's get going then. After all, our future awaits.
Our future. One free of tyranny and exploitation. For the freedom to live with those we hold dear. And for a new era. Let's go!